which I'm gonna react to Lil Peep. Favorite game was Weird.
Even though Lil Peep only had a brief career, his impact in the music industry was huge, and he became very successful.
Me personally, I never listened to Lil Peep. That's just me. I never listened to Lil Peep. But if y'all did, let me know and what was and tell me which song did y'all like the most of him.
While impacting the lives of many. In only a few years, he was able to establish himself as a defining artist of an entire generation. But growing up, Peep was reclusive and spent a lot of time alone in his room. And as some of us know, when you're spending a lot
Me too, I ain't gonna lie. I spend most of my time in my room.
time alone as a kid or a teenager, it can be common to fill that time up by playing video games. And now that a lot of games have online communities and in-game interactions with other players, it can suppress some of those feelings of loneliness or isolation. A lot of people suffering from social anxiety feel way more comfortable interacting this way because they're able to build relationships and connect with new people, but with way less stress involved. This is something that Lil Peep struggled with in his own life, and by the age of 16, he would face so much anxiety at the thought of even going to school that he would become physically sick, and anxiety is something that he'd continue to deal with for the rest of his life. And he even spoke about it in his last interview that took place just 7 days before his untimely death.
If anything, things have gotten worse, probably.
Because of the traveling and the touring and the pressure?
Yeah, things just get worse. The anxiety just gets worse and worse and worse.
It's pretty sad to know that this is how Peep was feeling during his last few days. But in this video, we'll be focusing on Lil Peep's favorite video game. In several interviews, he's talked about a few different video games, and all of them fall into a similar category. Pretty much all of the games that he mentioned were RPG, or role-playing games, that took place in medieval times and incorporated elements of fantasy, like Skyrim, Oblivion, and World of Warcraft. But there's one game that always came up. And back in September of 2017, during an interview with Dazed, he even said it was his favorite of all time. During the interview, Peep said, "Something people wouldn't expect me to do is I play this computer game called RuneScape. I've played RuneScape since forever, since I was like 6. It's still one of my favorite games ever." In some of Peep's early music, his love for RuneScape was more apparent and incorporated into his work. In 2015, he released a collab mixtape with friend and collaborator Bexy. The title of the mixtape was named after a quest in the game of RuneScape, Romeo's Regret, and the cover art was a screenshot from the game itself. But then they took it one step further in their music video for the song Repair, which had the two of them performing the song in front of a green screen that just had gameplay of old school RuneScape in the background. Nowadays, RuneScape is often considered a nostalgic game for most players, mainly because most people started playing the game during their childhood or early teenage years. I fall right into this category of someone who played as a young kid, and it's definitely nostalgic for me as well. Not only do the incredibly simple and low quality graphics bring me
Nah, I ain't gonna lie, this shit looks like Fortnite low key, bro. It fake look like low key Fortnite. I ain't gonna lie. Just how the game looks and all that shit.
comfort, but pair them with the in-game music and sound effects, and I'm basically teleported back to being 8 years old and having my dad accuse me of breaking the family computer because of RuneScape and supposedly giving it too many viruses. Little did he actually know, I had just spent the past hour downloading every explicit Lil Wayne song I could find on LimeWire, and at least half of them were just the Bill Clinton spam message.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
So in reality, RuneScape wasn't to blame, and the digital herpes on our family computer had really come from LimeWire. But let's get back to the game of RuneScape itself. For anyone who isn't familiar with it, I think Lil Peep summarized it pretty well himself when he said, in RuneScape, you could do the same things as Club Penguin, except you could kill dragons and stuff like that. The game was first released in 2001 and has continuously been updated and expanded over the years. This means that many of the players who grew up with the game have watched it evolve over the years. RuneScape is an MMO, massively multiplayer online game, that allows players to interact with each other in a virtual world. This gave players the opportunity to meet new people in worlds filled with other players, and to talk with each other by typing. You get to customize your player and equipment as you level up. It basically feels like a giant chat room mixed with Skyrim. But it's not all just about socializing, wearing cool armor, or buying an online girlfriend with a couple thousand gold coins. Because first, you have to grind to level up your skills, so that you're a high enough level to wear the cool armor, and have enough gold coins to pay for it, or your online girlfriend that's totally not a dude. RuneScape is a game that rewards players for their hard work and dedication. Most of the players spend hours grinding and leveling up their characters, and the sense of accomplishment that came with reaching a new milestone or achieving a difficult goal is a big part of the game's appeal. For anyone interested in experiencing this game for the first time in 2023, I encourage it, and it's free to play. Just Google old school RuneScape and you're set. The graphics of this game would probably be the hardest part for new players to overlook, because many people associate bad graphics with bad games, but this isn't the case for RuneScape, and it actually adds a lot of charm to the game once you start playing. It's been a few years since I last played, but every once in a while it is fun to go back and revisit it. In a separate interview with Noisy, Lil Peep said, "Life is RuneScape to me. You buy, sell, trade, cut down trees for money. It taught me a lot. RPGs are definitely very important to me." I don't think I could have said it any better myself. So we'll just wrap up the video with that. Life is kinda just like RuneScape. I love being able to make and post these videos, so if you enjoyed this one, please like and subscribe to the channel. It's a free way that you can show a lot of support, and it goes a long way. I release hip-hop related content every week, so check out some of my other videos as well. Thanks for watching.
That's the vid. So yeah, bro, let me know, like I said, let me know what is your favorite Lil Peeps song, and also let me know what's your favorite video game, bro. Alright, bro, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Y'all know the vibes. If you're checking out, you are.